Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Matt Leschber here with 1836 Property Management. I'm not sure about you guys, but sometimes when I get out and take a walk or jog or I'm working out or I may wake up in the middle of the night, I have some of the best ideas. And so I was out taking a walk the other day, and it dawned on me that we may not be doing as good a job as we could sharing the biggest mistakes that we've seen our investors make, because we've been doing this about 15 years now, and we're closing in on about 700 units, start of 2022. So I thought I might give you guys a short list so that you know what not to do and how best to collaborate with your property manager to reach your investing goals. A lot of property management companies and people that you call, they want to talk about tenants, toilets, and troubles because that's what you guys ask. And the truth is, that's not the reason you're investing. Yeah, you don't want to deal with those things. So you're trying to avoid them. You don't want to deal with problems in the middle of the night or tenants who are causing drama and all that stuff. But the truth is you're investing to reach some sort of goal, whether it's retirement, whether it's putting the kids in college, and there's a timeline associated with that. So we need to be focused on how to get you to that goal, not just what the annoyances are along the way. So number one, the biggest investment mistake we see, number one, is denial. If you are an owner and you receive data, don't be in denial about that data. If the tree expert tells you that the tree died because of the freeze, not because of the tenant's lack of water when the tenants have only been in place 3 months, then it was the freeze. Don't be in denial about the situation on your property. If something's going on, you need to address it quickly and address it aggressively. Things only get worse. Number two is going against ethical guidelines. We've had several owners over the years, I'm proud to say we no longer work with any of them, who have hidden information or tried to manipulate things to have a certain outcome. It always comes back to bite them. We usually get bitten as a result. And oftentimes we're trying to figure out how to get out of or avoid a lawsuit. Those threats from attorneys come with price tags on them. They don't come for free. So do the right thing. Deliver a property that is fully functional with no hidden defects. Deliver a property that you would be proud to put your kids and family or parents in. And when things come up that are tragic, we're not asking you to give away money or give leeway, because the lease is the lease is the lease. But don't go beyond those ethical boundaries, because if you end up in front of a judge, they're not going to be so appreciative. Number three, we're going to go back to denial a little bit by saying, don't think you know more than the experts. It's great to call the HVAC technician and speak to the man if you're a maintenance professional or you're an engineer and you know something about a specific part. But if we give you a bid and it seems a little high, but you've questioned and we've said it's appropriate for what you're doing, we don't need 3 more bids. We are the expert on these. We do hundreds of repairs on plumbing systems, HVAC systems, electrical systems every year. And we know what vendors cost in Austin. And I can tell you prices are going up. And it's a shame, it's sad, it's reality. So we never kick out a bid to the owners that we don't think is justified. And if you think it's high, feel free to ask. But getting 4 bids isn't going to get you a different answer. Finding somebody who is less qualified to do the work with no guarantees, no recourse, and by the way, what was their last name? That's not going to cut it. We've got to treat this as a professional experience for yourself, for the tenants, so that we have a professional outcome on it. And the last thing I want you to really focus on is don't get fixated. If I hear one more investor who owns no property call in and say, give me this cap rate, I'm going to lose my bananas. The reason is because that cap rate is one indicator of the success of the property. We've got a software that's going to be coming out in the next probably week now that we're very happy to start beta testing. It connects our Buildium software in real time to our owners' properties on a dashboard and gives them metrics on how they're performing. Return on equity is one of the big factors that people in our industry talk about. What is the return? How much am I making on my money, right? If the house is worth 300, but I've got 150 equity, what am I making in return on that? Well, there's a few different factors. Appreciation, how much is it going up? How much am I paying down the mortgage? And then how much cash is coming out of it, if any, right? Now, this does not include depreciation, which will vary for everybody, and we can put to the side for now. But what we found really interesting was the whole industry talks about return on investment, return on equity. And when we ran the numbers and started testing them, the longer the loan amortization, the return went down. And we thought, why? Well, it's not that the math couldn't work that way, but why? Oh, we're not taking into picture the big account. That the big picture is you got 15 years of mortgage payments that you're no longer making. Well, nobody talks about that. They don't talk about how much money you're saving by paying it off early. Give me the cap rate. Give me the return on equity. Well, it's not the big picture. So anytime we're looking at expenses on your property, whether they're maintenance related, whether we're looking at painting it so we get a greater value in the future. Guys, if you have a boat, if you have a house, if you have any of these things, they cost money. And your home is one of the few things that if you invest that money, it will go up in value. Your car, your boat, those aren't. So it's going to be an expense. You're going to invest money to maintain these properties, but they're going to go up as a result. The alternative is to not invest the money and it's going to go down. There's no way you're going to not spend the money. You're either going to not have a nice asset and you're going to have bad tenants, or you're going to have a bad asset with no tenants, and well, you're going to spend the money either way because nobody's going to rent that house. So just keep the big picture in mind. That's number 4. There's a lot that goes into it, and we are always happy to discuss that big picture with you. But don't get fixated on one thing as if that's the holy grail. There was a search in Indiana Jones. Oh, where's the map, Dr. Jones? Well, the truth is there is no map to the holy grail. You have to take into account the whole picture, and then maybe you get lucky and figure out what your holy grail is. So if we can do anything for you, as always, reach out to us. We're here in Austin on South Congress. Would love to see you. 1836propertymanagement.com. Great talking to you. See you soon.